Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today? I'm doing not too bad. I've had a long couple weeks. I've had some crazy crap happening. Let me go ahead and we'll pause you. You don't need to listen to you anymore. There, come on. Hello, hi. Hello, everybody. Hello. We're back to Minecraft. It's been a little while since we played a little Minecraft. I've done a lot of stuff in Minecraft. A lot of stuff, actually. I'm trying. This is the first time I'm streaming over here on Kick. I don't know 100% how. Streamlabs doesn't like to auto-connect to Kick, so it might be a little bit weird. I'm trying to figure out a good placement for everything so I can make sure everything's working the way that it's supposed to. So I've had a couple of changes you might notice around the area a wee bit. Oh, hello cat, hello. How are we doing today, Mr. Kitten? But I'm not doing raid right now. That's kind of some stuff's been going on, so I can't really do raid stuff right now. Let me see here for a sec. I do want to try and do. I want to have something going in the background here. Let's go ahead and lower that down low. Alright, there we go. That way we have something playing in the background. Alright, so this is the first thing I'll show you guys here. I'm not 100% finished, you can see. You know, cat, you could stop doing that. I've built my own little enchanting room here. I managed to get most of this stuff. I don't know. I've been sitting here AFKing around here, so I have a lot of stuff. I don't really know what to do with it all right now. Where do we want to start here? I showed you that. Actually, let's start with something else over here. One thing about Kick that I can do that I couldn't do over on Twitch is I can actually already put emotes in. So all of my emotes are currently available to be used. So when you look at it and just do... wait, where are my emotes at? There, mine. I'm still getting used to Kick's session. I don't know, their emote stuff. Yeah, so I have access to all of my emotes, which is kind of cool, in my personal opinion, to see. Let's go outside here. Oop, come here, you. I just threw these on there right as I started the stream. So, those are both. I believe both of those are new. This one might be new, too. I don't remember if I showed you guys this one last time or not. I might not have. But this here's just, I've got it set up for honeycombs. I did find another bee's hive I could bring over here. That one I kind of want to do set up so I could actually just have to be honey. Obviously this isn't full. I've only got, what is that, 5 hives in there. I've discovered that I love doing just the yeah, no, that's not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to see something. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ouch, cat, ouch, cat. Why do you do this, cat? I've discovered that I love doing farms. So I made this farm. This is, well, it's set up. It could be a cactus farm. I don't have it set up as a cactus farm, but it could be a cactus farm. So this one is actually set up, and boop, there it goes. It's actually set up. I put a composter there, so it's actually set up to do bone meal. It's very, very slow because the compactor has to fill up. It's 2 floors. I actually have the potential to go higher, which is why that's there, so I can have easy access to the roof. This one, I'm surprised it actually took me as long to build this one as it did, just because this is usually like one of the first farms you build. It's just, I've got nothing but wheat in here right now. Just because I need the wheat for that farm, which we'll get to here in a second. This one's pretty easy. I don't think it's all quite ripe yet. We'll probably end up pushing it before the end of the stream, but push the button, all the water deposits it right down here. That one's old, that's my melon farm. I've tried to remember what I've shown off before and what I haven't. I know there's a couple of things I haven't shown off before. I just did this farm right at the start of the stream, so we can't do much there. But this is just, it's a leather farm. It's not technically an auto farm, it kind of is, but you kind of have to. You should not have fur. Shears, shears, I need more shears, cat. Where are my shears? Ken, go and fetch the shears. I had a pair of shears on me the whole freaking time. Yeah, that sounds about sums up everything. I just had really just freaking. It's been a crazy couple of weeks and it's not done yet. There we go. So give him that. Then we'll get back over there eventually. The one thing I want to do today is I want to try and get my food. I have the idea to build a gold farm because that's kind of like the next thing that I kind of want to do. This, how much does this have in it? I have been AFKing so much. It doesn't have anywhere near as much as I thought it would. That one's slowly filling up. That one just broke in a weird spot. I did end up, kept trying to figure this one out for the longest time, it felt like. But if you guys remember when I made this farm over here, this is my mob farm. Let's go ahead and take a look up here. So I did add and change a couple of things up here a little bit. Mostly just because I spent a lot of time up here. I've been playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom, so I usually have been just turning Minecraft on my computer and AFKing. I want to keep that from. Let's put those stuff away. I'm trying to figure out. I need to improve the storage system for this one a little bit. But the biggest thing, if you look down there, if you guys remember way back when we made it originally, I actually made a mistake. I made a mistake when I made this, and the farm was not operating anywhere near max capacity. So essentially, what was happening is the farm was functioning, just not very well. Alright, cat. So I had put down stone plates. I put down stone plates instead of wooden plates. And because I put down stone plates, it actually wasn't triggering the water to happen. So all the loot and stuff I was picking up was just monsters falling over the edge on their own. Now I took them out, I replaced them with the wooden ones. You can see how the actual redstone is lighting up differently depending on where the boat is at. So that means the water is actually functioning. And it works far, far better now than it was before. Other things you might notice, I've put some walls up around the village. If it was night, you'd actually see I have torched the ever-living crap out of the village so that it can be. Oh yeah, and then this, I made myself a little. It's changing colors on me, but I made a walkway down to the village. Let's go take a look at that. It's changing colors because I made it out of copper. So it's slowly been changing colors on me. You can see here. I find that part fascinating that all this is just like copper has been slowly changing. Each time you do it actually changes what it is. Those four, I don't know if these ones will actually ever change. These are the only four I actually covered in honeycomb, so I made them waxed. Which I think it's supposed to prevent it entirely, but I'm not 100% sure. Prevent it from oxidizing. That one, I ran out of copper, so I couldn't finish the pathway up, so I just put stone down over there. I've spent a decent amount of time working on a couple of the different villagers. It's kind of been the other thing I've been working with. I've maxed out my armor smith. I wanted to say blacksmith, but he's not technically a blacksmith. Maxed out the blacksmith. I've maxed out the farmer. Was already maxed out. I'm working on a cleric over at the secondary village, since he sells redstone and buys rotten flesh. Librarian, I'm still working on you. Farmer, he's maxed out. Nothing massively great, but you know, most of the stuff he's got isn't too bad. I already had you. Oh wait, I have been looking for you for the longest frickin' time. Cartographer, I haven't done anything with him. There's the fletching master. I haven't really done anything with him either. I've been trying to get a couple of them to actually, because I have so many villagers now, but none of them are really actually taking on their jobs or their profession. Where is my armor smith at? They all hang out over here. I'm half tempted to try to figure out a way I could just like lock them all up. Hey you, there you go, armor. So I max him out quickly because he buys iron, and he was literally 20 feet away from an iron farm. Made it easy. So yeah, I can buy diamond equipment from him now. I have a pair of pants. I don't have any of the rest of it yet. But yeah, I've covered up the village so that I could try to keep, because I've had so many frickin' creepers just explode on me while I've been in here that I think I have eliminated that potential possibility, but I'm not 100% sure on that either. I wanted to set up like some of my some of like my chat bots and things like that. Only I can find out there's like, oh, well, nobody really like supports Kick right now. I'm like, well, that's a little bit annoying, isn't it? I'm still trying to figure out what to do with a couple different things. I can, well, no, I don't have the thing. Shoot. I was gonna show you guys something real quick here, but I don't have a bucket. Let's get up here. I can make a bucket. I have so much. I have infinite iron ore at this point. I suppose, like, after the gold mine, I think my next big project. I have two things here. This chest is primarily for... I've been working on slowly moving myself to getting the stuff around to build a slime farm. Excuse me for a second. So that's mostly what's been in that chest. I think all my buckets have lava in them right now. I'll take you. And you. I think I have everything squared around for this gold farm, but I'm not 100% sure. You guys will have to forgive me if we mess up something. Yeah, there are my diamond pants. My diamond pants. Which is why we're not wearing them, because nobody ever wears pants anymore. Alright, let me get a bucket. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this yet. I did it because I thought it was awesome. And I really want to do more, but the vast majority of this I need slime for. And I can't get slimes to spawn to save my life. Because I apparently am just cursed that way. Alright. So, I wanted to try and hide the redstone, but I couldn't really think of a good way to do that. So, basically... Woohoo! I put a secret entrance in. The other thing I wanted to do, I wanted to, around here... I'd originally set it up to be there, but I wanted to put in another secret entrance, hidden door here, so you couldn't see anything this could have me. I'm thinking that I kind of would have to dig it down. I think relatively significantly. But I was thinking trying to do in here to make this kind of my storeroom and put an auto item sorter in here, but I need a lot of space for that, is my understanding of it. Back outside, it closes it for me. Alright. Oh yeah, and then I am still, this isn't finished yet. This is part of the reason why I want a gold farm. I'm working on a rail. I'd say the rail itself is probably about halfway to 2/3 of the way to the village. I have enough iron to finish it. I don't have enough gold even right now. I've got like, I think 5 gold bars left. I don't have enough gold to even get my... I'm trying to think of the word. I'm trying to just store stuff. Trying to get enough gold right now to be able to make all of the rails so I could actually... Oop, no, I want to keep that. I have arrows for weeks now, too. I want to keep the food. I don't need the wheat. Alright, there we go. So we're going to have to do a little bit of a trek here. Actually. Should have done. What do you want, cat? You're fighting me here. I need... Take you. Just had the thought in my head, this is something I probably should do before I go over there, because I don't have this over there. I don't have a bed over there right now. So let's try and get this all... Let's get a bed. Let's store this stuff away. I'll come back if I have anything that I still need to get. Yeah, I mostly just spend a lot of times, like when I'm in here, I'll just sit up there. It's one of the nice things about the way that I've built the farms is that everything is pretty close to each other right now. So I don't have to actually sit back and worry too much about being all over the place. I can sit in one spot and then all of my farms will run at the same time. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do that with this one. I was thought about trying to figure out if I could make this closer, but woo, lag spikes. Oh no, not lag spikes, food spikes. I hunger. So, yeah, I've had a lot of stuff that's been going on in my life recently. I'm taking a break from raiding, which is why I didn't stream that this last week. That's going to be for until I've got a... I'm pushing myself on this too. I should have been prepping for this harder for a lot longer. I've got a half Ironman relay race. So, excuse me. So I'm doing the bike portion. I think I might have mentioned that to everybody before. But by doing this, I have to be able to bike 56 miles. Originally, the idea kind of I think that's where I want to go. I got blown up while I was doing this, like so many times. I got so pissed off. Nope, I went too far. Here we go. I ended up breaking everything down around me, so I didn't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, I believe this is everything that I am going to need. I'm hoping. Take the trapdoor. I'll just take everything. So, here we go. Into the great beyond. Well, only kind of. Welcome to the Nether. Kind of the Nether. So, This is the roof of the Nether. We're over a waste biome. I think there's a giant lava thing right behind us, but I'm not 100% sure. So we built this up. I'm going to keep my eye on this. I had this was actually originally when I built this. It actually originally took me to the roof, or the tree, top of the tree. So I moved it so it was down below, so I could more easily do this. Right, let's go back in here. So, you know what? I don't think I brought. I did want those. Shoot. Always right at the start. I wanted to bring like a stack of dirt. I was gonna use the dirt in a real world. There's dirt in the overworld and the nether blocks in the nether. That and a shovel. I forgot. I realized that like right at the end when I was doing stuff, that was kind of what I wanted, was be able to have all that stuff, because we're gonna have to be doing some digging and mining and stuff around there. So yeah, I did some work clearing out the area because I went over there, moved the nether portal down so that it was sitting on the ground instead of up in the friggin' tree. Probably could have done it in the tree too, but the ground just makes it so much easier. And then there we go. And then while I was sitting there, I noticed I had a creeper right next to me, and the creeper blew up in my face. But it didn't kill me. But, you know, it blew up most of my stuff and everything, and I think the chest itself blew up too, and I was like, alright, fine. And I was like, whatever, it is what it is, you know. So I did that, and then there's one other thing I should really check. I should check to make sure that that's actually still got stuff in it. Alright, where's my dirt? Do I still have any dirt? I feel like I've used a lot of dirt recently. But, oop, there it was. Stack of dirt. I don't know where the sapling came from. No, I want to keep that, yeah. We can store that. Because the other thing I want is... take out my iron. You know what? Let's do 2 shovels. There we go. That way, I can hopefully not have to worry about that digging down. Let's go back and sleep first. I don't want to have to... I don't have torches out there right now. It's probably something I should do, is to try to torch the area so that it is not a huge problem. But right now I don't have any torches out there. Well, I've got like 1 or 2 torches out there. Not enough that I could operate without any like major fear. And since I'm carrying everything I need right now, let's not do that. Alright, let's get back there. Most of the grain's done. I don't know if where I've got this set up to be at is actually going to be close enough or not. I had considered, and I might end up doing this off stream at some point, I'd have to see if I can make enough. Oh, can I make enough glass? I'm surrounded by sand. I can make glass. I'd have to sit back and see if I can get. I've got it set up right now. So you got an AFK, you know, so far away from the thing, which is normal for most of these places. You've got an AFK somewhere, and the ones that require spawns usually have you AFKing like 90 blocks away or something like that. So I've got the scaffolding for that, which is what they usually kind of say, like, here, go ahead and use scaffolding. Like, even the mob farm was originally supposed to be scaffolding. I just kind of said, no, scaffolding is... It's boring to sit on top of scaffolding for two reasons. A, I'm just sitting on top of scaffolding. And B, if something comes to hit me, it's going to hit me, and I'm going to fall off the scaffolding. So, it's easy enough to... Relatively easy enough. Yeah. I really should have made that thing taller. I put a bunch of blocks, dirt blocks straight up in the air so I could try to find my way back to it without problem, but I didn't really go as tall as I probably should have. Alright, so anyway, we already built the portal. Portal's done. Yay, everybody's happy. What we're going to do is actually... We're going to actually completely... I'm going to do it with dirt and take out all this. I'm going to completely cover this side of the portal. So that there's no way the piglins can actually go anywhere. Then we're going to go around. We're going to go to the front of the portal here. And we're going to do the same basic thing. Yeah, they've got it too high there. You know what? I don't think I brought a ladder. Oh, they went... Oops, I went too far out. I don't need arrows on my bar. We're about to start filling stuff up too, because I think we're about to go down. 22 blocks, okay. One, two, three, four. Helpful if I actually did this right. 1, 2. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 blocks down. Ah, my noses. Make a room. I should have just brought myself some torches. Yeah, that's my big mistake. I didn't bring myself torches. I made the second mistake of doing in Minecraft. I didn't bring torches for myself. I'm gonna go back one more. Right. So now, what we're gonna do here, go down one more. We're gonna start clearing up our inventory. 1, 2 there, and then I believe we should put 2 hoppers right on top. So they're now facing down. And now we're going to throw the slabs that we need on top. Oop, not that one. I don't think there's anything else we really need to do down here. Yeah, now I need to get out, and I've done this rather poorly. So realistically, what I should have done was actually bring ladders. Oh, this is gravel. I can't even see. Oh, we're getting up somewhere at least. I'll come back in after we get out of here and, oops, that's not actually what I wanted to do there. Oh well. Let's get myself out of here. Oh wait, that's dirt. I've seen the light. Okay. Let's go. Actually, first thing I want to do, I'm going to come over here and drop a bunch of stuff off. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to go back and get the rest of my crap, in essence. Go back and get some torches and some ladders because I want to make this a lot easier on me. I suppose I could leave it just the way that it is. It's almost a little bit more hidden that way, but I need torches, one way or the other. I need torches. Ugh. So yeah, I'm training up for that. I did 28 miles yesterday. Biggest thing I bought pedals I bought clipless pedals. I don't know why they're called clipless. I call them clip-in pedals. But I just don't have time to really get used to them before the race, so I've just been using my normal shoes instead of the clips. But then, the other thing, this is just hard. My uncle is kind of being like, oh, you just do this. I'm like, well, I don't really feel safe doing that. And that's sitting on, if you ever see professional racers, professional Ironman racers, they're allowed to do this on certain legs, I believe, of like the Tour de France, but not all of them. And that's aero position. So aero position is if you're out riding your bike and you see somebody and they've got some funky looking bars sitting like in between where your normal handlebars are at, like in the middle there, just sticking straight out or something. Those are aero bars. And so aero position is, in essence, you curve your back down. It takes a decent amount of ab strength to do this too. But you essentially kind of curl yourself down to make a almost teardrop-esque style thing. So you just kind of curl in like that. Hold on a sec, what's this? But I'm losing track. What am I doing? But yeah, you kind of no, not flint. I want flint. That's it. That's the good shite. But yeah, you get yourself into that position in essence. That should be good enough for now. I'll take the coal with me just in case I need more. That significantly reduces the drag while you're riding your bike, getting into that position, curling yourself down and over the bars. There's one major disadvantage to this, which I have a hard time getting over, and that is, while you're doing this, you also don't have access to your brakes. That's kind of part of the problem. You don't really have access to that, so if you don't have access to your brakes, crazy things can happen. I've had so many people tell me just like, oh, you're gonna have to get used to doing it. If you're doing this while you're doing the race, you got to be used to curling in like that, kind of being hunched over and hidden. And it's like, well, yeah, but there's two major problems about doing it around here versus in a race. In a race, I'm gonna be around a bunch of people too, but I'm going to be bouncing around people who are regularly use aero, regularly understand the weaknesses of using aero. I just kind of realized I didn't make the ladders. Oh well. I have the torches. That is the more important thing. That's kind of what my couple of weeks have been like. It just like I remember to do something and I forget to do something else. Everything goes in one ear and out the other. But around here, one of the biggest things is like, because where I live, we have bike trails for weeks. I mean, they're beautiful, wonderful bike trails. I love getting out and riding on them. You can go so many places. Although apparently somebody controls the frickin' sluice gates on Sunday and just floods part of it. But the where are my torches? There we go. So being out there, we can get out there and do some of the, I can get out there and do that, but there's, it's a bike trail, so a lot of other people are out there. A lot of other people are doing stuff. There's always got to be something, doesn't there? I don't remember what else I was doing. I was doing something else. It was off stream. And I had the same thing happen where I'm just kind of like, oh, coal. And the next thing I know, I have like mined out 1.5 miles because I found like coal into copper into... Why can't I ever do that with freaking diamonds? That's my bigger question. Alright, there we go. So we've got that. We've made our way out. Now we have extra coal. For, you know, Christmas. I still might put down a ladder, but I don't know. We'll wait and see on that. That's not a big deal one way or the other. Alright. So now we want to go back. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do I'll put this over here. Put that as my respawn point so I don't have to run all the way back over here again. Okay, so put you away. You, and I need this one. I probably have more than what I actually need of some of this stuff, but I don't know if I actually need that yet. I can come back out and get that, I think. Can I fit that? I can fit that. Alright, sweet. Wasn't sure I was going to make that jump. Alright, so now we're back here in this world, and I think the next step is we're going to go, what's it, 15? 10 blocks. So, we need, I'm going to do it. We're going to go 10 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll eventually fill this whole space in, so this part doesn't matter as much, but we're just kind of getting everything set up for. I am walking backwards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, now we need to connect the corners. Don't actually tell you a couple of, like, you watch some of these videos and they like, oh yeah, you're doing this. They don't actually tell you a couple of things, like how long it's actually going to take. The videos are either, they're sped up, which is always a fun thing to watch in my personal opinion, just to watch the sped up ones. But, you know, it takes a decent amount of time to do some of these builds. They're not exactly, they're not difficult builds, but, you know, it's not exactly 30 seconds to build that huge block that we did for the mob farm either. There we go. Look at our beautiful squares. And now fill in the gaps. We're basically just doing is setting up our trap here for the moblins. We're going to do some stuff so that the moblins can spawn up here. Then we can kind of get the, if everything works right, you know, in my luck, my recent luck, it's not going to. I'm going to have something's going to be wrong. there's that one. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, and as I explained it to my buddy recently, I've been abusing Breath of the Wild. Oops. Because I keep my nose to the ground and I know all about the infinite glitches. So they're actually like, I'm actually surprised because usually I'll pay attention to a couple glitches, but they're usually so much of a pain in the butt to try and do that I just like, yeah, I know that this glitch exists, but there's no way I'm going to use it. But then I was looking at the infinite item glitches for Breath of the Wild. I'm like, these are easy. So I was doing the arrow glitch. So the arrow glitch is you need 2 bows, and I have personally found, they all said you only needed to have 1 of the item. I have personally found that I needed to have at least 2 of the item. Me. But what you would do was to pull out a bow, doesn't matter which bow, and you would put that item, whatever item it was, onto the front of that bow. Then you would then you go into your menu, drop the bow, drop the bow, and equip another one without getting out of the menu. So do those ones just real quick. Then go in and out of your start menu really fast. So hit the, start button twice or as fast as you can. Then drop the bow that you currently have equipped. Then exit out of it and pick your bow up. Then you should, at that point, have an additional 1 of that item. I got that glitch to work, I'd say 50 to 60% of the time. Like, I'd have it work for me for a while, and then I just have a streak where it didn't matter. I just couldn't get it to work. And even if I didn't get it to work, you didn't actually lose an item. The only time I ever lost an item, which is how I realized I just needed to have 2 of something, was anytime I tried to do the glitch when I only had 1 of an item, it would just consume the item and it would just disappear. And I don't know if there's any proof of this, so nobody quote me on this, but I think it had something to do with the fact that there's no inventory spot for that item at that point. You've kind of removed it, and the glitch works because there's a spot in inventory for it. Could be wrong. I might be swinging from left field, but that's just kind of my go-to thing. But that's the old way of it. I got up yesterday morning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got up yesterday morning to, oh, that's the old way. There's a new one. Okay. So what's this new one, I ask? Alright, so now we need to, I'm going to use this. Wait, how high? Did you go 3 high? 1, 2. Yes, okay. One, 2, 3. This is our trap, in essence. Oh, wait, I needed to leave. Made it too close. There we go. And add a roof with slabs. Wait, hold on. How did you? Oh, okay. I got very confused at the video there for a second. I got very confused because the video is just like, add slabs as a roof. I'm like, why is all your stuff matching up to the top of the... I do not have enough slabs. Thought I had enough slabs. Told you it was never gonna be enough. Fiddlesticks. How much? I've only got one smooth stone left. I don't have enough to do. Or do I? I left all my wood back there. Alright, we're gonna try... Alright, made it out. Why did you pick up your buddy's meat? Okay, there we go. Alright, so I need more slabs before we can keep going. I also need some more food, it looks like. I really would like to actually make a pathway back over here so I don't have to run through woods every single time. But that's a different question entirely at this point. I did see, I want to do this, I'm thinking of doing this after the stream. I did see that Death Battle has a new fight out, and it was Ant-Man versus the Atom, and I'm like, I do remember them saying they were going to start back up here soon. It's later in the year than I thought they normally do it, but there must be some stuff going on. Because they usually do, I wonder if they did a break, because they usually take a break at the start of the year. They already kind of have the whole year planned out in advance as to who they're going to be doing, because I love watching it because they do so much research, and there's I haven't listened to it in a while, but they do a podcast too, Death Battle Cast, I think is the podcast. It was a super interesting podcast because they talk about just some of the stuff they have to do while they're doing this stuff, and they sit back and talk about how much of a pain in the butt it is to actually try and do Oh no, that's right. I remember it was just wait, how did I get something new for that if I already... Oh, that's right. I made it. I cooked it twice. That's what I did. Well, since we're here and we're waiting, might as well. And I'm only going to take the one. Yes, I have lava for days. I actually thought about trying to expand out the lava farm, too. Put that into its own little... I didn't even need to do that, actually. Let's just go with 10. I'll just leave the rest of it there. But yes, I love it because they do that. They talk about how much of a pain in the butt comic book characters are. Because they have, take Superman. Superman's been around for 100 years. how much of a pain in the butt is it is? You know, Superman, Batman, these guys have been around for 100 years. You got to comb through, as best as you can, 100 years worth of lore that it's either been retconned out of existence or, you know, something in there. But you got to have it in there, or else the fans are going to yell at you, and they're going to yell at you anyway because you're going to miss something stupid. Like Batman's been on Death Battle, I think 4 times. Let me think here. He fought. Yeah, he's been on there 4 times. He's won once. I was like, look, I love Batman, but I can't disagree with their logic because essentially the way they put down the rules for Death Battle is that it's a contestants are dropped into the arena. They have no. Well, they might have altered it a little bit because a couple of the like comic book characters they let talk like they know each other. But the basic idea is that they had no prior knowledge of each other. There was nothing they'd specifically made. Because the biggest thing with Batman that they admit to is Batman thrives on prep time. That's how Batman wins his fights. He learns and goes after you. And so when they drop him in, first time seeing a person, it becomes very difficult to sit back and say, well, Batman should win, but Batman isn't allowed to, you know about his opponent ahead of time. So if Batman doesn't know about his opponent ahead of time, then what are we supposed to do? Alright, let's get... Not you. I want these. Because I desire to have it all be even. Alright, so I put the roof on there. Alright. Now we're going to take this one. Now I'm going to put... Trapdoor. Oops. Did not mean to do that. What the heck? Okay, I messed up. Why is it not closing? I'm so confused. Like, my trapdoors are not closing. They're literally just sitting here. Alright. Suppose I brought... I didn't. I should have just frickin' brought the... Alright, we're gonna have to try and go back. I'm just gonna go replace them out with wooden ones, I guess. Where's my... Oh, I have the axe on the bar. Wanted to clear out more of the space anyway, might as well do it now. Ooh, massive lag. Alright. Alright, this one's better friggin' work, or I'm gonna end up screaming. Oh, schnackies. Lag almost made me drop. There we go. I don't know why that didn't... I don't know why it wasn't working there when I wanted it to. Alright. I need Alright, what I need to do here... is I need this actually now. Alright, so now I've got my turtle egg all set up. And yeah, the last 2 trapdoors right there. That's what I thought I was supposed to do, but go to the corner. Okay, so we're gonna go start here. Go up 1, 2. Or start doing... I hope this doesn't matter. I've got multiple different types of leaves. Wait. I want to make sure I've got here. Place 3 leaf block, break the bottom 2, and start building a line. Okay, so yeah, I need a 3rd one, so we start on the 3. And then we build in lines, folks. I wonder how everybody actually like goes about doing this, because I've done it a couple different ways. I've seen other people do it the same way. I've seen people do this kind of like differently. I wonder how many different techniques there are to just like doing this particular thing. If I have to, I'll go and just get like a bunch of the same ones, but I just kind of had what I was farming up there when I started it, and then I realized later on that I just had a bunch of different ones. So I was like, oh well, let's just do this. I'll go back through when I'm done and break all the rest of the blocks that I don't need anymore. I was just trying to, because I didn't bring my shears with me, and unlike the videos, one thing that is like, I've seen this in like a million different videos, and I understand why they do it, but it just feels a little bit frustrating, is when vast majority of these people do they do their builds, but they do it in creative mode, which I mean makes sense because all they're doing is just these one builds. So I don't blame them for that, but it's a lot of the times where they do that, it's like, oh yeah, then you just put this here. I'm like, you're in creative mode, you're flying around. Tell me how to, in survival, do that, because I can't, just float up 14 blocks. That's one of the reasons why a lot of times I feel that builds take longer, because I actually have to worry about things like health and how to get to places. Put this one there. I'll walk my way backwards. I hope I have enough. Ah, shoot. Put another one down there. I didn't bring my shears with me, did I? Now you got myself questioning. He's like, I know I had them earlier on. Did I keep them or did I leave them somewhere else? Not sure if I'm going to have enough. I don't think I'm going to have enough of this. Ah. I make sure I'm... Oh, I messed up. I did it too close. I'm too close. They're supposed to be 2 away, not 1 away. Ah, fiddlesticks. Why do I keep not torching this place? Put a couple of torches around here so I don't have to sit back and worry about random things just spawning out of nowhere. Reasonably close to where I'm setting up here. There we go. Alright, let me go get a pair of shears. Should probably just take a couple extra minutes just to get everything that I need. Hello, Jimmy. Sorry I didn't see you there. I've had different videos being pulled up. Thanks for stopping by the stream. That's what I get when I start trying to jump ahead of myself on builds. The other thing I need to do, I really need to spend a lot more time in the Nether just jumping around trying to find stuff and doing things down there. Especially now that I've maxed out the armor smith. I should just kind of spend some time getting all the emeralds I need, buying a full set of diamond. I also need to max out the librarian so I can hopefully get some good enchants. I got 2 of them right now. I need to... I don't know why one of them always seems to disappear on me. Like, I actually spent time off stream seriously looking around, trying to find for the life of me the second one, the one I haven't actually bought anything from yet. And I don't know how many times I tried to find it. You son of a... My stream just going crazy over here. I set the bit rate up higher to where I thought it should kind of be at. I might have to actually drop it down. Let's get rid of you. I did a test run for what my speeds were and where I think it should have been set at, but I was kind of looking over here and I'm just seeing it kind of stop and play around. Where did I put that other pair of shears? There's no reason to make a new one if I can find the older one. This is why I need to make an auto sorter. Make my life infinitely easier. there's a pair at least. Alright. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, I've been trying to get used to, I was gonna say, I'm going way back now, getting used to being an arrow again. The biggest thing about arrow, outside of the you don't have access to your brakes, which is something, when I got the arrow bars installed, that was something that the people at the shop stressed heavily to me. You gotta remember, you don't have access to your brakes while you're doing this. I said, yeah, I know. I said, no. You need to know this. I did end up crashing the first day I took them out. It screwed up my shoulder quite a bit. I mean, I can still feel that little bit in my shoulder even now. So, it's not exactly like I'm just, you know, fixed all the way back up, but it was a, it was a pretty big crash. Unfortunately, the other thing I did, I ripped up my shirt. I had one of those like Under Armour style shirts. I loved that shirt, and I ripped the sleeve of it up pretty badly. And I was like, I really like this shirt. Alright. Let's go back here now. Go back here and fix my mistake. It wasn't supposed to be one away, it was supposed to be two away. Hopefully this thing lasts long enough for me to get through this whole thing. I didn't make it by much. Okay. So, let's go here. Boom. 1, 2. There we go. Now we're back in it. I really do hope this thing actually works. I've seen, like, in the video where I was watching, I've seen, like, moblins up here. I've never seen any moblins spawning up here, which is the only reason why I get nervous about doing this one. It's like, I haven't actually seen... Wait, why is there... Oh. Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Alright. You're like, wait, why is there a dirt block here? There shouldn't be. I was like, oh, wait. Because that's where I put the dirt block. We go back and replace all of these other blocks. Alright, here's this one. Yeah, I've been holding off on building this one for a decent amount of time because I really wanted to do this one while I was on stream. A lot of the other ones are kind of like relatively easy. Not too difficult, but yeah, I really wanted to do this one on stream. The other thing I just kind of sat back and laughed at a little bit is I realized just how much... I had somebody ask me just like, oh yeah, so I tell them, it's like, oh yeah, I've been doing some Minecraft stuff recently and doing this and that. And I was like, oh, I never really got into it. I don't really know what's the appeal of it. I'm like, you know, I didn't really either. And then I started to get into it, and it's like I had fun doing the mining, had fun setting some stuff up. I said, like, you know, the spot I had the most fun was doing just the, feels like I'm awfully low. I want to make sure here I'm doing this right. Two blocks, then start a line over the platform. So yeah, it's a third block up. Place 3 leaf blocks. Yep, okay, yep, nope, I'm doing it right. Doing it exactly the way I'm supposed to be doing it. I don't know, it just feels like I should be like one more up. You know, just based on the way that everything's set up, but no, I'm doing that's exactly where it's supposed to be. One, two, three. Dang it. Watch me be one short of what I need. Ah, hold on 1 second. There goes my eye. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. I want to do that. Do this. Drop down here. Oop. Break those two. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to figure out because it's like I was pretty sure that I had most of, if not all of the blocks that I needed for the build already. I was sitting there going, just like, how could I only have like half of the greenery that I need for this because I'm doing it twice as much? Alright, I think this should be the last row. So we only do it over the square that we built. We don't actually go off over the rest of it. Doop, 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 doop. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's all done. So let's go ahead and clear out the miscellaneous blocks. Those ones, random one, those two, that one, that one, that one. I should have made more ladders though. So now that I'm starting to think about it, I was like, I should have actually made the ladders. Okay. That's everything? Yep, that's all of them. Okay. So what's next on the docket? Or are we actually done here? Make staircase of leaves. staircase. We're gonna come up here. Going to break this one. And I believe now we're going into scaffolding. Go all the way till you reach the build limit. Well, let's find out if I brought enough for that. I brought almost 2 full stacks. I have a hard time believing that I wouldn't necessarily not have enough for this. There we go. I've reached the height limit! Maybe that's why we need scaffolding. Yep, now we just pull off the AFK portion of the journey. Up and 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 up. I said, I haven't actually seen moblins up here, so that's the only thing I'm kind of not 100% sure if this is going to work the way I want it to. I don't know if I need to get creative and actually spawn moblins in myself. So that might be the only part about this that I don't know. Holy shnikes, man. Yeah, I had originally thought to actually like do this with like a glass elevator, but I mean, if I have to go up to build limit, I don't know if I can do that. I'd take a whack of glass. Now we just AFK. Yep, alright. So now we just sit here. Sit here and pretend like we care about the world. Everything that encourages within it. The madness, the insanity, the desperate need for lols. Where's my water bottle? Knowing my luck, this is going to be something where nothing's going to happen. This isn't going to have to work, and I'm going to have to figure something else out. Let's see here. What time is it? I've got 6:51 my time. So now we just need to sit and wait, and maybe, hopefully, praying that everything actually works out the way we kind of want it to. No proof that that's actually going to happen. The one thing I've seen this 1,000 times. I need to figure this out. If I can actually do this, I need to do something different. I've seen streamers like set up, do something for Minecraft, then let me pull this back up over here. Actually, the other thing I want to pull up. You. I want this. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, I don't need you up then while I'm doing this. The other thing I need to figure out is, like, I've seen people do streams where they build like an auto AFK farm, and then they turn around and they'll like, oh, we're AFKing on this one, so I'm just going to screw off and do my own thing while everybody else is over here. Well, we're just AFKing, so they'll put like Minecraft up in a box in the corner, and then they'll AFK and they'll play like Apex or something. You know, they'll go play something else. And I sit there and I was like, every single time if I tab out of this, it doesn't look like I'm not there anymore until I tab back in. Then it automatically pauses. I'm kind of like, I kind of want to make sure that the AFK portion is working properly. So I gotta just like, I don't know. I'm sure I'd love to figure that out, because excuse me. Now I can do like AFK streams of just sitting back here trying to do this. I'm also still trying to get used to Kick. and how Kick functions and operates, because it's just a little bit different. Part of the reason I'm trying out Kick is because it is actually easier on Kick to reach affiliated status. I can get, like, Twitch has 4 stats that they need it, and it's really difficult to get the average number of views. That's the biggest thing, especially when you're starting out. You have a small group. I've actually seen plenty of streamers, VTubers, who I feel bad for them, because what happens, and the same thing would happen to me, I make no doubt on this, but they'll go from averaging like 4 or 5 viewers. I've had one person I've even seen who said they averaged like 10 viewers, and then, you know, you'll reach affiliated, you've been doing it for a while, and then it just dips, and now you're averaging like 2 viewers per stream. And they're like, what am I doing? Why am I losing all these people? Like, I don't know. I can't even get, you know, an average of 2 viewers per stream, much less, you know, 5. I did consider trying to do like a multi-stream thing. It's just, you have to pay Streamlabs in order to do multi-stream, and I'm like, I don't really want to pay them without actually getting something out of it outside of just multi-stream. And if I was making a little bit of money off of affiliated, like subs and things like that, I'd probably put that money back towards doing multi-streams, and I could stream on... The other thing I've also thought about is just trying to stream over on YouTube and just see how well they function over there too. We're doing like streams on YouTube, streams on Kick, streams on Twitch. The biggest frustration right now is that from what I've seen of Kick, it actually seems like it's pretty fun. The biggest annoyance is the fact that Kick is new enough that Streamlabs doesn't support it yet. So it's not set up as like a recommended thing, and so when you try to do it, you have to do, you know, all this custom stuff to set it up, and Twitch ends up throwing like a hissy fit while you're doing it, or like, you can't be doing this, you can't do this. I'm like, but this is how I want to do it. And like, no. I thought I saw my cat there for a second. I've been at my house today. I had some stuff I had to do. I won't get into that. But I was at my house today, and the one thing I was sitting here watching. So I have, right outside my apartment, right outside the front door, I have this little balcony area. I don't ever use it because it's not a back door, it's a front door. And so it's kind of like, you know, it'd be nicer if it was a back door type deal instead of a front door. It also has my AC unit right in front, right there. The building I'm in is like, we have a wall unit. I have one wall unit. It doesn't reach my bedroom. That's a whole different problem. This other thing says, like, the ones on the end have 2 units. They have one in the bedroom, and I'm like, you need to put those ones in just all of them. Just go through and put AC wall units in all of the bedrooms. Because when it hits summer, I like don't sleep in my bedroom because it gets too hot in there, and you can't cool the darn thing down. But then, but I've got this one. This was like my first year here, first or second year. I don't remember exactly when I noted. When they showed up, but right. If you go outside go out there, and there's the, you know, opening, and they've got the guardrails up and everything like that. Well, then up at the top is the slant of the roof goes out to about 2 or 3 feet in front of the balcony, and the kind of roof there drops down maybe a foot more. And right on top, they had to have stuff so you can set up. You could hang potted plants and things like that. But there's just the smallest smidgen of a shelf up there for you that just an overhang from like where the front of it is to where the bottom board sticks back out. Well, these birds built a nest in the corner, and so they're always in this corner over here. They come back like every year. Somebody actually killed them this year. I've found 2 bird corpses on my deck, and I have no idea what happened. They're in a spot that's like, I can't think of anything that would get them except another bird. It's like, no cat is going to be able to reach that. But they're out there. But what happens is that during the morning hours, the sun shines just right. It doesn't actually shine into my apartment, but it shines enough that I can get a decent shadow on the back wall of my apartment. And these birds will land out there on those guardrails, and I'm sitting in here watching my cat freak the frick out And I have taken him to the window. I have shown him the birds. I have opened the window so he can smell and hear them out there. He will still come back to where my computer is at the back of my apartment, and he will stare at the shadows of them on the wall, just watching them. Today's the only time I've actually seen him try to attack them full out, just jump on top of it and go all crazy on them. I was kind of like, what the frick are you doing, cat? What sort of madness have you unleashed upon us all? But yeah, it's been that was entertaining to watch this morning. Helped me take my mind off other things. The stuff I've been doing, if I can get this to, if this functions the way I want to, then I might end up just like sitting up here and AFKing for a decent amount of time. Just due to, I'll probably end up just like pulling up, playing Tears of the Kingdom and just leaving this to AFK farm. I want to go for at least 15 minutes. It's been about 8 minutes now, so I need to go about 7 more minutes. So I want to get here in the background. I want to get the actual farm stuff. I want it to kind of like, I want to go down and actually see if stuff's happening, but I don't know. Like, my biggest worry right now is I just don't have moblins up here. I don't have the spawns. It's like, I don't know if I needed to do something for them to come up here or not. I don't have them up here, and if I don't have them up here, I don't know if I can get this to function properly. I might be able to. It might work, but I just don't know. Towards negative. Biome, builder, PV, valley, sea, near inland, blah, blah, blah. The other thing I'll be pissed off at is if I didn't actually build this in the right spot. That would infuriate me. Fuck. I got really confused there for a second as to where I was. Hey, it's functioning. Now, how do I get back in there without... Because my obsidian is still on the other side. I haven't made the second... I'm gonna risk it. Good news! I'm pretty sure it's working. Alright, where's my... I'm still missing stuff. Oh, there. Okay, that's the biggest thing that I wanted. I got so turned around there. I wasn't sure where I was looking at for a few minutes. That's just friggin' mushrooms. Now, the video title I was using says 5,000 items per hour. We'll see. I'm always a little bit dubious of when they start sending out messages like that. But who knows? Yeah, I actually got disoriented there for a second. I thought, like, because I accidentally hit something, so I thought I moved, but I wasn't moving. So I was kind of sitting there going like, oh, I think that I was like, oh, I think I moved off, and I think the game might have glitched because I didn't fall. So then I was looking, and I didn't realize that my I didn't realize that my hand was... I didn't realize didn't think about the fact I was holding the scaffolding in my hand. So I was looking at that scaffolding and the scaffolding out here. So I was thinking the scaffolding out here, I was looking at like sideways type of deal. And I'm like, oh crap, I need to get over there. I need to get over there. Yeah, no, when you're surrounded by the inky red void of the nether, and this is the only thing, it's just a little bit freaky. What was that? About 90? I'm going to have to remember that one. I'm going to have to try and make a clip of that. I'm trying to fly in the nether. I fell like a rock. We're just going to sit there staring straight down this time. I'm just going to look straight down this time. This is the other reason why I kind of wanted just to build like an actual thing up here so that I didn't have to confuse myself in the long run. But this one's just weird. I think the last step that we have to do is build a secondary portal to get kind of back home, because I don't think I'm pretty sure we don't use the same portal to get home, but I'm not 100% sure how. So I'm sitting here thinking in my head, it's like if I take the portal down there back, I think it'll go back to the same spot every time. Use the other portal to get back here, but I'm gonna have to jump out every freaking time. That's gonna be annoying. But this should work as a gold farm, so now I'm gonna have infinite gold. Yes, yes. We've also unlocked the capabilities. Give it a little bit longer here. I also lost a little bit of time there. But the nice thing was that in losing the time, I did find out that they are spawning. So everything is functioning the way it's supposed to. That's a fun time, folks. Fun times. I get to have a small heart attack. I get to fall to my untimely death. And you all get to enjoy my pain and suffering. Yeah, I've got a couple of things coming up in real world that I need to take care of. I did something today that I'm not happy with how it turned out, so that one I'm going to have to redo. I got a couple months before I'm going to have to redo that. I have to double check if it's 3 months or 6 months before I can do it again. I want to say it's 3 months, but I'm not 100% sure. The half Ironman relay, I'm doing that with a couple of members of my family. My brother's going to do the swim. I'm doing the bike, and my dad's going to do the run, and my dad's going to kick the crap out of all three of the two of us. Like, I was honestly kind of surprised and happy. Like, 2 years ago, I did a sprint triathlon. So, there's multiple different stages to triathlon. Let's start there. Beginner triathlon is pretty short. It's like a third of a mile swim. I want to say it's like 6 miles biking. I don't even remember. It was so short that even though it was the first time, because my brother was going to do this particular one. It's not too far away from me, from where we live. He and I live pretty close to each other. Excuse me. So he was going to do this one. He did the Olympic triathlon, which I'll get to those distances here in a minute. Then my dad and I were kind of like, oh, sure, we'll do it, just, for the fun of it. So we said, well, what do you want to do? You want to do the beginner? I said, the beginner is too short. Like, I'll be done with the beginner in an hour type of deal. So let's do the sprint. So the sprint, it was 1 lap of everything. So I'm trying to think here. I think we did about half a mile worth of swim, which I got so frustrated in the swim on that, because the way that it worked, the swim for me was everybody passed me in the swim. everybody passed me in the swim. I've only had this feeling like once before when I think I was a freshman in high school. I ran in the regional track meet for the 200 meter, and I got beat by like 5 seconds and ran it in I think 27 to 28 seconds. I was like, I ran what was relatively a pretty average time for me, a little bit on the lower side of my averages, but still, right in the range. And I got beat so easily. That was just stupid. I've got out of the water here, and I looked down at my watch, and I finished the swim right about where I thought I would finish it. I'm like, I don't know if I should feel annoyed at the fact, I don't know if I should feel happy at the fact that I gauged my swim time perfectly, or pissed off at the fact that everybody passed me on the swim, it felt like. But then we get up there, I transition over to the bike. I'd actually borrowed my mom's bike because I had a different bike at the time. I bought a new one last year. I waited like 3 months to get this one. And they actually wanted me to wait like 15 months. I said, screw that, I just want this one. But I borrowed my mom's bike because I had the worst bike in the family, in all honesty. So I borrowed my mom's bike because hers was pretty nice. I got to ride it, I think, for an hour or so before the race. Wouldn't recommend that normally, but I didn't have a lot of options there. But then went out. You did 12 miles biking. You came back and you did a 5K, so 3.1 miles running. So I actually beat my dad in that. That was basically my goal for the day. So what happened is everybody passed me in the swim. Swimming is my worst event by far. Running at the time was probably my best event. Right now, I don't know if be running or biking. I'm not as in good a shape as I should be. I kind of let go a little bit too much, and so I'm trying to claw my way back right now. But like on the bike, I started passing people on the bike. And then I passed a decent number of people on the run. You see, the problem was that everybody's out there at the same time. The biggest thing for this one, the thing that I said was a major mistake, and I understand why this happened for this particular triathlon, was they did a really bad job with starts. So the way that the course was set up is they did it on this lake, which I've heard a lot of the people were talking afterwards that the swim was really hard, so that I don't know if that made me feel better or worse about my time on it. But it was basically just this big square. And they did beginner triathlon, sprint triathlon, Olympic triathlon, and then third of an Ironman. See, they did all of those ones were running at the same time. And the longer ones started early and you just kept going shorter. And that's the idea, was basically everyone should finish. Beginner ones will be the shortest, so they can start latest because they're going to finish the fastest, technically. But the way they started is, so the third of an Ironman guys start off, and they have to do, I think it's 3.5 laps of swim. And the Olympic ones start off, and they have to do 2 laps. Or maybe it was 2.5, I don't remember. But the thing was, it was just a big square, in essence. You just went from the start line, you went out, you went down, you came back, you came over, and that was where you got out, was basically right where you got in. The problem was, when you have longer groups doing multiple rounds, they wanted to wait and have time for the people doing shorter ones, so we didn't screw up those guys' swim time, so they wouldn't come into us immediately going out and just hodgepodge of people trying to swim. But the thing was is that when you have that many people trying to do the swim activity all at once, there's no point where you can go out there and not have that without waiting longer and longer. So everybody started later than they should have, because the starter would basically just sit there and watch and wait and wait and wait. So it's I understood that, but it's just because of that, we were just literally sitting there. I think we sat in the water for 20 minutes just waiting for him to start us after we were already set and ready to go. But then we got out on the bike. I started passing people on the bike, and once you had you know, people who are out there doing a significantly longer bike ride than me. So I was passing some of them. I don't think I ever saw the beginners. Beginners had a slightly different bike course than we did because theirs was so short. But I ended up did passed a bunch of people on that, got back for the run, and I passed a crap ton of people on the run. But I get down to the turnaround. I get down to the end where we are supposed to do. Okay, there were moblins here before. Where did they all go? I'm kind of expecting to see some guys down here too. Now, I'm gonna go over here. A little bit, and I'm gonna make another nether portal. I'm gonna hope. Where the frick am I at? And I know there's a travel distance in the nether, but where the frick am I at? Ah, crap. Lag almost killed me there. Could I be... There's only one spot I think I could be at. Where am I at? One of these times I'll actually remember to write down like some of my head coordinates. So there's a desert that's not too far away from my house. But there's a couple different ones. I just need to... Is that the... Okay. How the frick did I travel this far? I might have to build a different frickin' nether portal for this. If I'm where I think I am. Okay, I know where I am now. This is... I should work on that rail sooner as opposed to later. So I know where I am now, so that's the upside here. Oops, not that button. That one. So there's the upside. I know where I am. Pretty sure I know where I am. There's that. So I need to go this way, because this is that other nether portal I found. I don't know, day 2? Day 3 of streaming? So that's the other nether portal. So our house is back that way. Oh, holy crap, man. Maybe I should have just broken down that nether portal. That is... I mean, I wasn't expecting to be super close, but I mean, that's far, farther away than I wanted to be. I think what my better option is... I don't... the problem is coming out of it. I was just thinking, it's like, I could build another portal right next to it. I'm like, yeah, but then I don't know where exactly I'm going to be... I wonder if I could get... I'm thinking here I'm thinking out loud. I wonder if I could build another nether portal close to that one and have it kind of come out and give me my have it lock onto the new nether portal I made, so that I don't have another portal out in the boondocks. I'd like it to be something easier so I don't have to run a mile to get to it. This is the train track over here to the second village. It's the only reason I knew where I was. I'm not 100% sure actually if I've ever actually explored that desert temple I saw out there, but I'm a little full up on stuff. I don't want to try and hop into that and start worrying about that right now. So let's go back to the house, then I'll head... Do I want to... I could go and just get myself some obsidian. So I could try to make more obsidian now, so that I don't think I have any obsidian lying around. I would try to make more obsidian now and just have it be... I'll go back over here. Try to build another portal over there. I should probably try to build another portal over there irregardless, just because the... Oop, there we go. I'll just drop. So the build's done. The build is done. I have finished the build. All of that is done right now anyway. Let's go see about getting some more obsidian to try and build a slightly better... Well, a slightly better placement for my secondary portal. I make no guarantees this is actually going to work the way I want it to. Okay. I wish that just mining obsidian just didn't take forever. It's already a bit of an annoying ingredient to try and get. Add to it the fact that you've got to like sit there and stare at it for 10 seconds is just frustrating. A decent amount of obsidian here. So I'd like to do, if I can get this whole thing to, hey, come back here, you. What I'd like to do, if I can get this to work out, is I'd like to build a second portal there by where the first one is. Maybe not uber close to it, but I don't want it to be, I don't know. It's like, I want it to have it there, but at the same time, I'm also kind of like, I'm hesitant. So what I'm thinking will probably end up happening is just the portal will just end up yeah, I don't like the fact that it does that. It just kind of auto creates stones instead of actually doing obsidian. You gotta practically put the lava in the water in order for it to create obsidian. I also gotta try and figure out at some point. I thought about trying to do speed runs on Minecraft, but I'm like, even going slow on this, I'm like, I haven't even found a stronghold yet. I can't get blaze rods. Or I guess I technically did find one. I got lost in the nether and was using spectator mode to try and figure out where I was. I finally gave up and just died. Alright, let's go back over there and see how well the farm worked out. Because at least, you know, I did have mobs spawning, so I had that going for me at least. I don't know, it just feels weird to come down, like die, and there's a whole lot of mobs there. Come back after I'm done AFKing, it's about 15-20 minutes, maybe a half hour at most. I don't think I hit a half hour, but it's somewhere between 15 minutes and a half hour. And I come down and there's no mobs there whatsoever. I'm like, did this work the way that it's supposed to? They said the other thing you can do, because it's not set up to auto kill them. I think the principle behind it is the concept of too many in a single spot. The same way that we have our chicken farms set up, or you start setting up the chicken farms, and the way that the cow farm works, leather farm, is you get as many possible cows in the farm as the game allows. I think it's like 24 or something like that. I don't remember the exact number at the top of my head now. But you get all those ones out there into the farm so that what you do is you just breed them. I just throw wheat down there, kill them all. Oop, that's not the right spot. This is the right spot. Well, it worked. That is a lot of gold. Don't know how it worked. Don't know where all of my enemy guys went either. So the other thing you could do is you could use it as an XP farm, because they aren't supposed to just flat out die there. But, well, they're not there anymore. I'm gonna go. But I think the odds are this is gonna do jack shit. Yeah. I realized that as soon as I put these ones down, I'm like, I didn't build this wide enough. I do have another diamond pickaxe in case this one doesn't work. Yeah, I need to go up one more. That's what I was thinking. But I'd like to try and do more. There's a couple of glitches and stuff I'd like to max out and learn how to do in a couple of games. I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time, Randomizer. I got everything set up I could do a speedrun for it. I'm not convinced how fast I could do the speedrun portion of that. I still want to do Resident Evil 4 because I haven't finished that yet. I did it again. I'm a friggin' idiot. This is what happens when nobody's here to stop me. I just start doing stupid stuff. And drop, there we go. Okay, now we're over one. Alright, where you take me? We're close enough to that one where I could see it popping me to that one. And it did. This one might just be one where I break this down. Yeah, I don't know. This is... I'll try and figure something out at some point. Oh, yep, but... Oh. Farm works. I've got lots of golden nuggets to prove that. I was afraid of this, that it was going to be close enough to actually do that. Basically just kind of join back up with the other one. I don't think there's a way you could really just auto build it so it wouldn't do that. I just might end up having to put in... I've already got one minecart system that's going out that way. I might just put in a station closer than I was thinking about doing, or I could just build a separate. Wow, the separate one. Well, I've got the resources now to build a third one. I'll just have to expand out my station here, basically. Which I think would be kind of cool, just to like build out an entire station's worth of minecarts. But yeah, so is it set enough? I got, how many did I get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I am 2 nuggets shy of 7 full stacks in about 20 minutes. And a crap ton of rotten flesh. That, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with rotten flesh. We'll worry about that part later. But there's a good, easy way I can AFK farm to try and get plenty of gold now. So now I can definitely work on the other minecart. What time is it? 7. Ups and ups and ups. Ups, ups. I got 49 ingots off of that. Let's... Where? There you are. So, that's 48 more powered rails. Let's go ahead. There we go. Whee! This will just help me get out to kind of where I need to be at a little bit faster. I kind of spread them out a little bit when I didn't have a ton of gold and I didn't want to go too heavy on it. I've seen people just do... I'll have to catch up with that again here in a minute. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I did that, but I need more sticks. I need that. I need more torches. I need more redstone torches. I've seen people build like the entire track with just nothing but the powered rails, and they just, you know, maximum speed the entire time you're out there. I'm just like, that's insane. I want to do that. But like, I've seen them. I'd love to figure out how this tech works, where it's like you push a button and the rail cart pops up and gets on the track, and then you get onto it, and the rail cart just kind of, you know, goes. It just doesn't actually need you there. It just goes without you, type of deal. And then the I don't know why I just X'd out of that. I didn't need to. There we go. But then just the rail cart, you know, you get to your destination, it pops you out of the rail cart. The rail cart, or it doesn't technically pop you out. What it does is that the rail cart goes down and hits the barrier, or hits the whatever, you know, detector rail, I think is what it technically is. And then it, you know, like, it pops you out of the rail cart and it puts the rail cart away back into another one, so that will be there. Somebody can just hit the button, pop it out, and I'm like, that is freaking awesome. How do you do that? I could look it up and just find it, but just something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something I haven't done yet, and just kind of like, those are really cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. I'm just trying to build out here. I actually haven't built the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't actually built the station on the other side because I have a spot where I set it up for that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But instead of it actually kind of like working, the way I had envisioned it to work, the two sides are not like coming together the way that I want it to. The problem I'm having is basically that it's such a long distance. I kind of was like, I'll just do a straight shot through as best as I can. And I'm getting there going like, I can't do a straight shot. I'm going to have to kind of go around. And there's just so many sand dunes and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out what I need to go through, where I need to go over. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll have to try and just AFK at that farm for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might have skipped one there, but that's not a big deal. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Best part about doing stuff like this with it is you just end up, you know, I'm going to end up with like 49 of these regular rails that I can just put on towards the end. 2, 5, 6, 7. Ah, shoot, messed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. Look at how boring this is. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like I enjoy aspects of this game, but it's also hard to deny, you know, I'm essentially just sitting here counting. 4, 5, 6. Taking it off. Building a block out. Put it down. Put a torch down. Count again. I need to get some VTuber friends that will just Minecraft together and have like crazy, insane stuff we do. That's what I really need. I just need to get something like that where I can have a bunch of us do crazy Minecraft craft together. That way it's not just like my world anymore. I can screw up other people's worlds. We're gonna do break it, or we have one here. Then I'm gonna do another one. There we go. I'm gonna do another one right here. We're gonna do a couple of, because this is a big hill, so I want to make sure that we have plenty of space for it. We'll have to test it to see, but that should be enough, I think. And then I'm going to put one more right here at the top. There we go. That way. Actually, let's be about committing some crimes, shall we? Hey, you. It won't let me do it. Thank you for your offerings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've also thought, you know, I should probably just like encase this whole thing in glass. To just kind of keep the fuck. Oh, fiddlesticks. I forgot to reset my spawn point back at the house. Why didn't I just stop and I'm an idiot. I'm a fragging idiot. Okay, I haven't put torches down there enough to not have to worry about mob spawning. I should have had that knowledge in my head from the friggin' spider 3 seconds prior. Let's get back to the house. I think I'm gonna have to probably AFK in the nether just to build up a decent amount of gold. So I can have the gold there for multiple things. Biggest one for the moment is obviously freaking hell. Why are there so many god darn friggin' creepers? There we go. Alright. Let's get inside. Reset the spawn point. And sleep. So I go out there, run my way upstairs. Upstairs, cool again. Upstairs. Hopefully, I'm far enough away that everything will die before I get out there. I don't know. Would this technically be counted as a Zen loss if I lost everything here? I mean, I was just doing kind of... I think I was just told mostly random crap. Except for the freaking archers who always hide in the shadows and then shoot you for 10 minutes. Could have taken the other minecart. That would have made this go faster. Gonna run out of food here before too much time. The one thing, they made this change for TNT. I wish they would make it for... that's not mine, actually. I wish they would make it for creepers, too, because that would just make everything so much friggin' easier. I don't think my chest piece made it, lads. I don't think it made it. Well, the change that they made for TNT. There's my chest piece. What the frick are you doing all the way over here? That I wish that they would make 18. Is that if you blow something up with TNT, you will automatically get everything back. So everything that got blown up by that TNT, you'll get that all back. You get back everything that got blown up. So, you know, that's why you might see people going into the nether and just doing, you know, huge lines of TNT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's because they can blow up everything and oops, did not change off what I wanted it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they can get you can actually do mining with TNT basically, because you'll get anything. If I sit there and I blow up 12 blocks of dirt, I'm gonna get 12 blocks of dirt back on me. That's basically what I'm saying. It's like creepers, no, still doesn't happen like that. Creepers, if a creeper blows up next to you, you'll get something back. 1, 2, 6, 7. What exactly? I don't know. Nobody really knows. I never understood why doing that doesn't actually power these blocks. Like, you would think, if anything, that would work to do it. But it's like, no, no, no. If it's not like next to it or underneath it, then no. 5, 6, 7. We're gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna go here. I don't have any more dirt, so we're just going to use stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's not big enough for me to worry about it. I was only going like, oh crap, it's the hill. It's like, oh, it's just one block up. I'm doing one pretty close to it. That should be fine. If you don't give it a power boost, it can sometimes just go backwards. 6. One block is not nothing to worry about, but that's why we put an excess amount on that big hill back there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. And block there. think I'm coming up to the end of the rails I have set down. I don't think I have too many more. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna do this one right here. It's a little bit closer. There we go. So how close to the end did we actually get? I actually went a decent amount farther. I thought I was closer to the end of it. Yeah, because the biggest thing is, you can see like right now we're angled basically right at this sand dune. The thing is that the village is over here. So I've got to, that's why you see I'm kind of mixing and curving. Yep, there's the end of the rail that I've made thus far. It doesn't have to necessarily be on every block here because I'm not, this is less of the, you know, we're finishing this and more of the, oh wait, no. Wait, yes, okay. No, I messed up. I didn't want to go up there. You see how I kind of get confused here. So I had actually set this up a bridge and stuff. Okay, I'm out. See, there's the village. I'd originally built bridges and stuff way over there, and I suppose I still could turn and come down here, then turn and go up towards the village. That might just be the best option. I still have to do a couple of... I still need to work on trying to get a couple of stuff here. So I've got this. The biggest problem... Whoa, Snikes. Ooh, copper. There's that. I think I'm actually set up to try... I wanted to try and like come over here, try and do the least amount over some of that stuff. I can go over, it's not a big deal, but the biggest thing is, like you see, I've kind of built a bridge there, because right there's where I was planning on having the station, so I kind of need to go over. I might not end up actually doing that turn now that I'm thinking about it, because the turn will be like over here. And I was going to go over there, I don't know. Let's go over to the village as it's starting to get dark. There's always crazy stuff that spawns in the night. So I spent some time spawn-proofing this village too, and putting up... I put up dirt walls all around this one. That golem is outside the walls. Yes, there's a giant hole there. I know that. But nothing's jumping that, so I'm not worried about it. So right here's where I was kind of thinking of doing the actual station, like kind of putting station in here. Then I was thinking of putting a door in and building upward so you could just kind of like enter and exit the village that way. That was kind of the thought process I had going on. Move your boot. I need to sleep. I think this is actually the guy. Yeah, this is my cleric. I don't have any of it with me. Only got one. Oh, I have 4. Fuck you. I didn't bring any of my stuff with me. Yeah, I've almost got him up to his mastery. I came over here, I found him because this is great. It's just like I'd sell the rotten flesh that I don't have anything I can do with. I could buy redstone from him. Now I've got the farm, so I could sell him gold ingots. I can buy this. I've got a bunch of this. I haven't actually started doing too much enchanting on my own. These ones, I don't have much of this. So these ones haven't been worth it, but I'm kind of waiting to see what his final mastery level stuff will be. There is a sword blacksmith. There's a blacksmith in the village somewhere, wherever he's out hiding out at. Is that you? No, you're the butcher. He'll show up here in a few minutes, I just know it. You're the cartographer, aren't you? Yeah, I haven't done anything with him yet. Because I have one in my own village, I've barely done anything with one here. Yeah, here's the weaponsmith. I bought one sword from him. I haven't any reason to sell coal. I'm hesitant to sell stuff that's not like I can auto farm to replace it. So I've been not really wanting to actually sell that to him. I've been trying to buy stuff from him, but I mean, it takes a while. I'm not out here a ton, and most of the weapons I use are just, you know, axes or my own swords because I have infinite iron. If I could get him to buy iron, I would be, you know, set in stone at that point, basically. But, alright, let's head back. Head back, and then I'll call the stream there. It's been interesting to stream over here. Had one person actually come by and at least say something. I'm sorry for missing people. Like, I didn't have... I really should have had chat pulled up in a different window so I could actually see it. But I didn't actually set up... I'm not sure if I can set up Streamlabs to pull out Kick's chat. I don't know. I'll have to take a look and see about that later. Figure it out. Maybe I'll try streaming on YouTube at some point this week. Well, that's just something I'll have to just take a look and see at that. But yeah, so it's like the actual routing kind of almost needs to be... I think this routing right here will be fine. The problem is it's just all that crap that's between me and it. I might actually be able to... If I go over up there and come back, it'll take a little bit extra, but it's something I could try to do. One thing I'd like to try and do is get enough mats and materials and do some pixel arts too in the world. I've got a couple different people I'd like to try and do pixel arts up, other VTubers. I could set them up over this, you know. And here on your left is Iron Moose, subsided by the king, Beelzebub, Anacreum Crude the Apocalypti, the opposite of divine, prince of suffering and torment. I haven't seen any skeletal horses out here either. Alright, we're back to where I wanted to be at. And there we go. This should be... I don't foresee any problems going this way. It's going the other direction that I think there might be problems. Right now, the biggest difficulty I think is just going to be... my original plan was actually just to like carve a straight path all the way over there, and I realized that was boring. I need to go back there and actually cut that corner. I don't like going past corners where my whole screen is just all of a sudden dirt! Okay, you're fine. I don't do sharp corners well. I get sick on rides too. I can't do like... To give you guys an idea of this. So, down in Disney in what was it? It's what they call it, Hollywood Studios. And Hollywood Studios, at the back of Hollywood Studios, is in the toy box, I think is what they call it now, is the Slinky Dog roller coaster. That is about the absolute limit of what I can handle. I've been down there, I've done that. It almost made me sick just to do that. So that is the like limit of what I can handle doing. That kind of gives you guys an idea on just where my tolerance is for roller coasters and things like that. That is my limit. The Slinky Dog is my limit. If I go beyond that, I will get sick. I guarantee. Actually, I'll tell you guys another secret. I did get sick. Right after that, I went and I did the Millennium Falcon. I also have a problem with the rides that don't move, but you think you move. So I did get sick after that. I came back and I did it later, and I was fine. I closed my eyes through most of it, but like, I can do some of it. Like, you're just kind of flying around. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. It's the worst moments for me are the moment where I'm gonna take a look at something while I'm talking. The moments like you're petering on the edge of something, and like you're kind of like and then you're falling. Those ones make my head just go. It's like I can't get out of it. Those ones I will puke on those if they try to make me do those types of things. It's just no. No. No, 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 no. Okay. I want to take a look and see. I gotta figure out a better way to set this up, because I had put in a second chest over here. Because I'm getting way too much crap. That stuff I just moved. I wanted the stuff to actually move on its own. But yeah, over the course of, like, I don't know, we're spawning chickens in there too. That to me is the funniest part. I am honestly spawning freaking chickens in this thing. There we go. But two reasons I wanted the gold. First one, obviously, so I can build stuff like this that just takes a lot of gold. It takes a crap ton of gold. So being able to actually build these without having to, spend hours and hours and hours mining underground is always a nice touch. The other side of that is, even if though it's not finished right now, at least it makes it a lot easier to get out there. The other thing that I can do now is I can also get through and build and do like a lot of gold. I should see if I can find somebody who buys arrows. I can make like gold armor stuff. So when I go to the Nether, it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm out of all my gold armor. I don't have any more gold armor. Crap, I can't go back to the Nether. So I don't have anything gold to go down there right now. So now I'm gonna have the gold. I can just have stuff like that set up for days. But anyway, thank you for everybody who stopped on by. Please follow me here on Kick. I might end up keep going on Kick occasionally because it seems like it's a lot of fun. Plus the ability to use my emotes already makes it more fun for me personally. But thank you for everybody who stopped on by. I will see you all later. Take care.